Want to know how to get T-Rex fruit in the first sea? Or how to level up 200 times while sleeping? Here are 40 secrets that will help you level up super fast in Blox fruit. This one is very important, and a lot of new players don't know about it. If you're new to the game, get yourself an elemental fruit. Elemental fruits allow you to farm NPCs without them being able to hit you, but you must be at least one level higher than them. Once you have those two, just go out and farm NPCs, preferably bosses. If you wonder what your primary goal in the first sea should be, I suggest you get a light fruit. It's arguably the best fruit for grinding in the first sea. It's an elemental fruit. It has area of effect moves, and on top of that, it allows you to quickly get to your destination. You may think that you should get to the higher level islands as quickly as possible, but that's not right. That should be your goal, but it doesn't mean you have to force it just to satisfy your ego. Stick to the islands in your level range, as it's always better to complete the same tasks more times with ease than to take far more difficult tasks and give your soul into completing it and getting killed in the end. It'll just slow you down. For some reason, many new players are still sleeping on bosses. I don't know if they're scared to fight them, but boss fights reward you with a lot of XP. Beating a boss will get you a huge chunk of experience, and you might even get a new fruit. You probably made some mistakes when starting your Blox Fruits career, so once it's a good time, you should do a stat reset to adapt them to your current skills. You obviously don't want to have a high stat level for guns, so here's a code for stat reset. I don't even know why someone would use a gun in Blox Fruits, but here we are. However, you should never ever use a gun. Don't talk to me about the reason why. There's just an unwritten rule that you should always stick to the one style of grinding, but never to guns. When you first start playing Blox Fruits, you'll start on the starter island. In this phase, it's important to optimize your XP gain, and to do this, you'll be required to kill NPCs, bosses, server hop, upgrade your stats, and get better fruit. But in order to make this process so much faster, your first goal should be to get a good elemental fruit, preferably a magma or ice fruit. These fruits will allow you to farm NPCs without them being able to hit you. You just need to be one level above them in order for this to work. And at this stage, don't bother to get a better sword or fighting style, just stick to the fruit. Remember, you're still in the first sea, so when you get a good elemental fruit, your next primary goal should be to work your way up to lightning fruit, since it's the best fruit for the first sea. When leveling up, you'll need to move from island to island to make the process much faster. But many of you don't know that you can actually skip a few islands at the beginning, which will save you so much time. When you first spawn, immediately get a free boat and head to Fountain City Island. There you will be able to kill NPCs that are a way higher level than you are, which means much more XP. But how? There's a special wall on this island. Why is it special? Well, it gives you the ability to kill NPCs without them being able to hit you, even if you're only level 1. You just need something to lure them to this wall, jump to the other side, and hit them until you kill them. This is such an important trick, yet many of you still don't do it. Once you get a good fruit for the sea you're in, it's important to stick to it. If you got a magma fruit in the first sea, don't switch it for another fruit unless it's lightning. Why? Well, you'll lose all the mastery you had on that fruit, which benefited you way more than a new fruit will for who knows how many levels. You'll certainly not lose them, but you will start from 0 mastery on that new fruit. The rule is the same for swords and fighting styles. Pick one that's good and never change it. It's absolutely key to know how to fight, and it's not just about swords, fighting styles, and fruits, but it's also about technique. Most of your weapons are area of effect weapons, which means the damage is done to the field rather than to a single NPC at a time. When doing quests, there's a technique that will help you do these way faster. Once you start a quest, go from one NPC to another and just hit them once to lure them at you. When you get a few of them chasing you, start using your moves and hits on them. Because of the area of effect, with one move you will deal damage to all of them, and it'll take you way less time to kill them than if you were to do it one by one. Once you reach level 190, go over to Prison Island and simply server hop the bosses. They're high level and they give a lot of XP, so Prison Island might be your shortcut to the second sea, if you get the light fruit. If you're a new player, this one is definitely going to help you out. One thing you must do in the first sea is get an aura. It's cheap, easily obtainable, and useful, so it's recommended that most people get it as early as they can. The best thing you can get in the first sea after getting aura is definitely water kung fu fighting style. You can get it by learning from a water kung fu teacher, and it's so good for grinding because it doesn't have a delay between the third attack. Comment down below your favorite style. I still don't understand why some people sleep on Buddha. Like, it's the best fruit in the game, especially if you just got to the second sea. Not only is it perfect for grinding in the second sea, but also in the third sea. So after you get Buddha, you don't have to worry much about fruits anymore. Once you awaken its shift ability, it all comes down to what level you want to reach. Buddha is perfect in every aspect. Once you secure yourself with Buddha fruit, you will feel like you're traveling much slower when it comes to running and jumping. So if you don't belong to the 12.5% of players who already have Rabbit Race, you should definitely get it. Rabbit is the fastest race in the game, and when combined with Buddha, it makes you overpowered. But to make it even more OP, you can simply get a Ghoul Mask for 50 ectoplasm. Ghoul Mask improves your movement speed by 35%. You can't say no to that. Almost everyone finds out about Superhuman as they play, but it's always better to learn earlier. Superhuman is a fighting style that specializes in speed, stuns, and knockback. In order to obtain it, you will need 300 mastery on Electric, Dark Step, Water Kung Fu, and Dragon Breath. Once you've got all of these, just head over to Martial Arts Master in the second sea. He'll take care of the rest of the work. Once you're level 105, you'll be able to start a quest to kill the boss Yeti. In the Frozen Village, this quest gives you 20,000 XP, and if you use a code, it's double. But there's actually a special technique that'll make sure you kill Yeti without dying. All you need to do is hit and dash. The dash on the ice is longer than the dash on normal ground, so there's no way he'll hit you even once, which makes him perfect for grinding. So take the quest, kill Yeti, server hop, and repeat. You know things are getting serious when you're able to start a quest with the Vice Admiral, but I'll show you the best way to kill him every time without dying. Most of you don't know about this trick, especially if you just started. All you need to do is lure him down the stairs, behind the left wall, and stand just below the stairs. You'll be able to hit him while he won't be able to hit you. If you've got double XP, this quest will get you 830,000 XP alone. For those of you who underestimate the Prison Island, just know that it can be your ticket to the second sea. Prison Island has 3 bosses, and you'll need to be level 230 to fight all of them. With double XP, they will give you millions of XP, and you will level up super fast. Another important thing to know is that you can hit 2 of the bosses through the wall, so just wall trap them, kill, repeat, and slowly work your way into the second sea. When you finally reach the second sea and have a proper reason to buy Buddha, be careful when awakening it. You're still poor and should watch your wallet, so there's no need to fully awaken your Buddha. What you want to do is complete the raid once, and awaken Buddha's Z move, which is Shift ability. This is the only move you need, and probably the only one you'll be using anyway. Shift ability gives you higher defenses, and more importantly, a way longer reach for your weapon. Then start upgrading your fighting style, or a sword depending on what you prefer, and believe me, you'll become unstoppable. I can't believe how many people are sleeping on this one. Spawn Pirates grinding is one of the quickest ways to gather XP in the second sea. A lot of Spawn Pirates spawn close to each other at the Kingdom of Rose Island, and if you have a Buddha, this process will become even easier since Buddha makes your range far bigger, so you will be able to reach them from a distance and they won't even get a chance to hit you. This is the absolute fastest way to level up quickly in Blox Fruits, and it's honestly my favorite method. Get a friend that's way higher level than you, start quests, and let them damage the NPCs until they're one hit for you. Then you just kill them and get all of the XP. This one really is my favorite, but I don't have any friends, so I never tried it out. Maybe some of you already know that killing a sea beast gives you a lot of belly, but did you know that you will automatically level up once you kill a sea beast no matter what level you are? The only exception for this is max level. Sea beasts aren't easy to kill, but a level up is a level up. So next time you're riding a boat and see a sea beast, you know what to do. Once you're in the third sea, you will want to head over to the Ancient Monk. Why, you ask? Because he will teach you the God-Human fighting style, which is an enhanced version of the Superhuman. God-Human is considered to be the best XP and PvP fighting style in the entire game, and although it's hard to obtain and grind for, it's definitely worth it. What if you want to buy a game pass but you don't know what to get? If your goal is to grind without stopping, I recommend you get a double mastery pass. It's arguably the best grinding pass, and it will allow you to level up a fruit, combat style, a sword, or literally anything else, and much faster than you usually would. In case you're rich, here's how you can level up twice as fast. Spend your Robux on 2x XP. For 1500 Robux, you will get 24 hours of double XP, which doesn't run out if you're not playing. So 1500 Robux gets you double XP that can last you through all the seas. The next one is an incredible way of leveling up. This makes it possible to level up for your friends without them having to do much. All you need to do is collect as many fragments as possible, a few thousand preferably. Then go buy a raid ship and start a raid against Order. This is a great way to carry your friends and level up for them, because 5 of you can collect fragments, get into a raid, complete it, and get 3 level ups. How? Well, Order grants the player 3 level ups, except if you're over level 2000. Then you get 2 level ups, but still, if you're at level 2548 and kill Order, you'll become max level. The same thing can be done if you're in the third sea, just instead of Order, you'll need to defeat Rip Indra, which is slightly more difficult, but still doable. Let me go ask my friends if they'll help me level up. Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't have any friends. There are some pretty cool shades you should get in the first sea. If you go to the Fountain Island and defeat a boss named Cyborg, you'll get the rare accessory called Cool Shades, which are just some black glasses. These are not just some black glasses. These glasses are a must-have. Why, you ask? Well, they give you 100 more energy, 100 more health, 7.5% more damage, and 17.5% faster movement speed. And all you have to do is literally kill one boss, which is super easy. These glasses will make your leveling up process way faster. But if you don't want to do all the grinding for the true triple katana, don't worry, I've got something similar that's completely free. If you go over to the Ice Castle and head inside of it, there will be a boss known as Awakened Ice Admiral. You'll need to kill him, but be careful since he's level 1400. But once you do it, you'll get a hidden key, which you can use to get a secret chest located under the stairs. That will give you a sword called Rengoku. Even though Blox Fruits is based on the One Piece anime, for some reason Blox Fruits developers decided to include a sword from the Demon Slayer anime. Still, Rengoku is a pretty good sword, and for some reason my character is holding it really suspicious. Anyways, you'll pass through the second sea super easily with this sword, so I definitely recommend you get it. Once you spawn for the first time, you will obviously be interested in spending your hard-earned belly onto stupid things. But don't. Instead of buying unnecessary things, save your money and get a good fruit or anything else that's smart. I'm obviously not talking about guns. If you spend your belly like crazy, it will affect your progress a lot. Did you know that Cake Queen is one of the best bosses for farming? Upon killing her, you will receive 2 million XP, and she has a 5% chance of dropping the Buddy Sword. She takes 30 minutes to respawn, so server hopping would be a pretty good idea for this one. You could get around 6 to 8 million XP per hour. Yeah, you can't say no to that. One of the best ways to make sure you level up fast is to get Haki as soon as you can. It only costs 25,000 belly, making it quite affordable, even when you're just starting out. To get Haki, you'll first need to save up the money, then head over to Snow Island, and go inside this cave, where you will find the ability teacher, who sells it to you. Once you have Haki, it's super important to level it up as fast as possible. The smartest way to do this is actually to have weaker opponents hit you. This will increase your Haki super quickly, but you have to make sure to not let yourself get killed. It's even smarter to just always leave your Haki on, since there are no negative effects on its abilities, and you will constantly be able to work on leveling it up. But here's another important thing many of you may forget to do. I'm talking about Race Awakening. Race Awakening puts you way ahead of others, and gives you tons of benefits that will help you out while grinding. To awaken your race, you'll need to complete specific quests, puzzles, and trials, depending on the race you want to get. Once you awaken your race, it'll enhance their mobility, reduce your cooldown, improve defense, aid in PvP and PvE combat, and much more. But before you head to awaken your race, make sure to fulfill all the requirements needed. You need to be in the 3rd sea, any race V3 if you're upgrading to V4, defeat Rip Indra at least once, have a mirror fractal, have found the blue gear on Mirage Island, and even more. But yeah, even though it might be exhausting to awaken your race, it's undoubtedly worth it. Jaw Shield is probably one of the best accessories you can get for leveling up. It's a rare accessory that can be obtained after completing 5 quests from the Player Hunter NPC, and then talking to an NPC called Takomura, who's located at the castle on the sea. And this accessory gives you some crazy good perks. These include plus 500 energy, 250 health, plus 12.5% melee damage, plus 10% on defense from melee attacks, and to top it all off, plus 50% movement speed. This accessory is a must-have, and even though these sound like tiny numbers, you won't believe how important they are and how big of a difference they make. This is what separates you from being a high level and a tremendously high level. You probably didn't know that one of the best accessories to use in the first sea is Black Cape. To get this accessory, go to Marine Fortress, climb on top of the right tower, like the rightest tower, and then go down. Down there you will find a Parlous NPC, and do you know what you can get from him? Yep, you guessed it, a Black Cape. Black Cape costs 50,000 belly, and it's one of the rare accessories that has no requirements. You just need 50,000 to buy it, and that's it. Black Cape bumps up both your health and energy by 100, and gives 5% more damage on any attack. And let me know down below, was this something you got in the first sea? But here's another accessory that's OP for leveling up. It's called Pilot Helmet, and it's not that hard to get. This accessory buffs your movement speed by a whopping 130%, speeds up your health regeneration by 10%, and bumps up your health and energy by 250. Honestly, this is one of my favorite accessories in the entire game, and to get it, you just need to defeat stone bosses in the port town. Then you have a 5% chance of getting it every time you kill a boss, and if you don't get it the first time, just server hop until you do. A common mistake way too many players make is changing their fighting style. The reason for this is that you want to keep your stats in only 3 different categories, making sure to spread out your stat points evenly for maximum effectiveness. Just make sure not to be a gun main. A great way to get EXP fast when you're first starting out is to head over to Fountain City. ability and attack a galley pirate using this method. Simply hit a galley pirate and then run behind a wall. You can keep punching it, but it won't be able to hit you at all. It's also smart to use a double EXP code before killing it to make this even more useful. Most of you probably didn't know that some of your favorite Blox Fruits YouTubers made their own versions of leveling up guides. That's right, you can follow the same steps your favorite YouTuber did that got them to max level. This is one of the safest options, and if you're wondering how to find these, just search up the name of the YouTuber along with the term leveling guide. Comment down below if I should make one of these. Some people still don't know that using an auto clicker in Blox Fruits is allowed. It makes life 100 times easier, especially when it comes to farming. All you have to do is turn on the auto clicker and stand on the spawn point of the user or NPC. Feel free to keep it running overnight and you will have a nice surprise when you wake up in the morning. Tons of new players don't know this one. There are 2 fruits in the game that give you PvP advantages. Chop fruits make you immune to any sword, and that's why it's one of the best fruits for new players that are fighting bosses. And a second way to become immune is to use rubber fruit, which makes you immune to any lightning attack. You should definitely write this down.